Hi guys and gals, it is Thursday and we have got ourselves 2 breaks on tap tonight. Full case of limited football, and that will be followed by a full case of optic basketball. So of course, as usual, before we get started tearing into stuff, we got a little boring stuff to go over, right? All the information, the 411. I try not to, it is kind of boring though, isn't it? Like I try not to make it boring, but it probably kind of is. But it's necessary, so let's get on with it. Feedback, completely automated on eBay so that you never have to wait on me. Anytime you leave positive feedback for me, you will instantly get positive feedback in return. And of course, most importantly, thank you. I appreciate you bidding with me, breaking with me, chatting with me, keeping me company. Many of you I have known for several years here in our little break family, so I appreciate you guys being here. We are looking right now at breaks that are already listed on eBay. This is the stuff that's up and running that we're going to be breaking over the course of the next 5 days. So we do have a new release tomorrow, and that is Panini One Football. Looks pretty flipping awesome from what I have seen so far in terms of the images they have released. I'm super excited about getting into it. And we're going to open a 20-box master case tomorrow night. We're not going to mess around with any of those 10-box inner cases. We're going to bust the whole 20-box master case. And then behind that, we will open some 18-19 Crown Royal basketball. On Saturday, it will be Bowman Draft Baseball Super Jumbo by the full case. And paper base cards don't ship to the teams in that one. You'll get, if you have a team bidding spot, you'll get all of the autograph cards, numbered cards, inserts, parallels, and chrome cards. Paper base has its own bidding category, FYI. Sunday, we'll do another master case of the new Panini One Football, and we're going to travel back in time a little bit and do some 2011 Crown Royal football by the full case. On Monday, we're going to open another 14-box case of limited football, which I think is my last case of limited. Will be the one we crack open on Monday, unless I find some more floating around somewhere. And we will also open a half case of 2011 Panini Prime Signatures football. We haven't opened it in a while because I thought that I was out and everybody else is out. But hey, I found one case, so there you go. Tuesday, we'll open a Leaf Autograph Multi-Sport jersey. Those are new releases for Friday, but you never know if Leaf's going to get you something on time, so we're not going to break it until Tuesday. And Onyx Preferred Players Autograph Baseballs checklist is awesome this year. The full checklist is one of the pictures attached to the listing, so be sure and check that out. And we're going to open a 3-box inner case of that. It will be break number 1. It's also a Friday release, but much like Leaf, you never know if Onyx is going to be on time, so I scheduled it for Tuesday to be safe. We will also break a 6-box case of Topps Series 1 baseball on Tuesday night, and once again, that will be another one where the base cards don't go to the teams, and the base cards will have their own separate bidding category. For tonight, both of our breaks are paid shipping breaks. It is a case of limited football and a case of optic basketball. Projecting it should be out the door and on the way to you no later than Monday the 11th, unless something unexpected happens. As always, if I can get it sent to you sooner than that, I will. I don't really think we're going to have to worry about consolation cards. We definitely don't with optic basketball. In theory, I guess it's possible that a team could not pull a card in limited. If that were to be the case, if that were to happen to you, you would be sent your consolation cards with the rest of the break since it is a paid shipping break. We are looking right now at the spreadsheet for our first break tonight. That is a 14-box case of 2018 limited football. It's a full case break, break number 3. Everything we're opening tonight ended tonight on eBay Thursday night, the 7th of February. And of course, you see the team names are on the left. And your eBay user ID is up in lights there across from your team on the right-hand side. And of course, a new spreadsheet will go up when we do optic. So if you're in optic, hang tight. Limited will probably take us, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes, 30 to 40 minutes, I would think, for limited, just based on whether or not we find a lot of redemptions. Maybe not quite that long, but I think somewhere in that neighborhood. Okay, last piece of business. You probably noticed there the background went a little bit out of focus. That, guys, I did on purpose because I like to look at these cards up really nice and close. And when you leave autofocus on, it goes nuts with all that stupid zooming in and out, and it makes me sort of crazy. So we just ditch it. We don't worry about it. So limited football has been, of course, pretty awesome. We have pulled some quite nice things out of here. I imagine that we will continue to find more of the same tonight. One thing I will say, we have been finding some redemptions, so I don't know if we're going to get hit with several redemptions tonight or not. But if we do, here's how it will work. We will save them up, and we'll flip them all over at the end of the break. They stay face down within camera view, but face down until the end of the break. Then we flip them all over at one time, and then go to the Panini website and find out what they're going to be numbered to, and make sure that we have the team names right, which usually we do. But anyway, that's how that works. I'm getting some sleeves out. Now, I think we're ready to rock and roll. Griffin is here. Hi, Griffin. You're asking me about non-paying bidders. That's an excellent question, because I don't think I remembered to check it. I think we were good for football. I think I had some in basketball, but of course we'll give them until the start of the basketball break. Yeah, we are good in football, but right now I've got a handful in basketball, although the majority of them, I know what's going on with it, and I think we'll have the payment will most likely be in before the break starts. So at the moment, limited football is all paid up, so we don't have to worry about that. At the moment, we might have a couple of basketball, but we'll take a better look at it, of course, when we get to that point. So Griffin, Ezekiel, Ginger, you're looking for Lamar Jackson and Saquon Barkley. And Echo's here. Hi, Echo. Yes, definitely keep me posted on that. And also, when I have a little more time, we were running right up to the edge of the break. I'll go back and look at exactly what date I shipped that, because I am switching over. I think I mentioned it in the message, to a policy that is all encompassing, but it doesn't switch over till February 1st. So prior to that, it would have only been things over a certain value. So I'll have to do a little research to see what day that went out the door, but we'll figure something out. This is numbered to 25, and it is Darius Slay, limited ink for the Lions to get things underway tonight. Next up, Michael Gallup. We pull him a lot out of most products for the Dallas Cowboys. Nice patch there, hard signed autograph, numbered to 125. And what else do we have? The Broncos. Out of box number 1, Deshaun Hamilton to 75, rookie phenoms with a nice relic. All right, so that is box number 1, Uno. And we did have in our last case, and this was really pretty awesome, we have one box where all 3 of our hits were 1 of 1s. So I would like to see that happen again. I want to open another box where all the hits are 1 of 1s, because that was pretty cool. Oh, Dan, you must have the Lions tonight. Okay, good. Well, then we got you off to a good start, didn't we? Well, here's a 1 of 1. Speaking of 1 of 1s, that is Marlon Mack for the Indianapolis Colts, with a handsome 1 of 1 coming out of there. And that's technically not even, I mean, it is a hit, obviously, but it's not one of our, autograph or relic hits, so we could even find more. Derrick Henry, Tennessee Titans, numbered to 75. So I guess that does mean we're not going to have a whole box of 1 of 1s then, but anyway, still a nice one to have if you've got the Colts. Griffin, you said you're going to stick around just to watch and see what comes out. Well, we always find good stuff in limited, so. And it's a fairly short break, so I hope you do stick around and keep me company. Will Dissly, that is numbered to 199, Seattle Seahawks. And Joe is here. Hi, Joe. You are looking for some Washington Redskins, huh? I see a redemption floating there in the back, so you know the drill. It's going to sit right there until the end of the break. We'll flip it over at that point in time and find out what fun awaits us. Chances are we're going to find more than one. I mean, that's how limited has kind of been going up to this point. There's been quite a few redemptions in it. But the good news is a lot of them have been very good. In fact, one of our redemptions last time was a John Elway 1/1. So that was nice. Limited ink, Robbie Anderson for the Jets. And it is numbered 299. We already looked at our base, didn't we? Just in case there it was again. I think we had, but I had them setting in a weird spot, so I wasn't 100% sure. I know, I'm all heated up on Red Bull again tonight. I know, I gotta stop doing that. But I tell you, I haven't been sleeping very well, and then I get so tired, like late in the day, and then it's like, ooh, a little Red Bull picked me up. To 199, that is Anthony Miller, Chicago Bears, hard signed. And our base cards, of course, here's one that is numbered, and that is numbered to 99. It's Derrick Henry and the Titans. And next up, we've got a little Dak Prescott action coming out here for the Dallas Cowboys. A bit of an imperfect corner up there. Nothing major, but imperfect nonetheless. Numbered to 99. I don't always notice those minor things when we're breaking it live, but when I do, I will point it out to you. So I'm sure the vast majority of you know it is rare for a card to come out with no issues at all. That's why those perfect 10s sell for what they sell for. Gets kind of crazy. This is numbered 2, if I would hold it the correct way. 99, the Jags with Keelan Cole. Our hit is for my Pittsburgh Steelers. James Washington. Oh, that's a nice looking patch. It's numbered to 75, probably off the sleeve, I would guess is how it looks. It's hard to get good Steelers patches. Most of the time it's just black with like a little piece of a number or a letter, you know, a little bit of white. You don't get a lot that has the yellow and the black and the white all together, so that's kind of cool. Here comes a Ring of Honor, Brian Dawkins. It's a nice hit for Philly. And it is numbered to 3. So it's even nicer than we thought. I'm trying to get it at an angle where you can see all of it better. The way the light hits it makes it kind of dark sometimes. That's a really nice hit for the Eagles with Brian Dawkins. Little Ring of Honor action. Broncos again, Royce Freeman. And that's a really nice patch as well. And it is numbered to 5. So we've had a handful of nice low-numbered hits so far out of this case. Not too shabby. I just wish they had made more of it this year. I mean, last year they made tons of it. Even in 2016, both big years in terms of demand, and there was plenty of supply, so I don't think anybody ordered as much as we might have otherwise had we known that it was not printed in such great supply this year. Found out too late. Marcus Mariota to 49, Tennessee Titans. And the Eagles with another hit. Nelson Aguilar, relic numbered to 99. Oh, pieces of the wrapper flying around everywhere. Crazy, isn't it? Josh Allen coming out for the Buffalo Bills. Minor imperfection upper left that I note, but it's very minor. Nice hard signed autograph. You've got a 4-color patch there because you got a tiny bit of royal blue snuck in there. And it is numbered to 199. So that's a nice one for Buffalo. Well, I accidentally pulled our hit up to the front, so why don't we just go ahead and take a look at it. It's Tyler Conklin for the Minnesota Vikings, numbered 250. And then our base right there behind it. You guys are very quiet in chat tonight. Everybody's very low-key. I don't know about where everybody else is in the country, but today was so warm here. I mean, it's hard to think about the fact that we were below zero like a week ago, and today it was 75 degrees outside. There's a second redemption. Although, apparently, by the time we wake up in the morning, we're going to be back down in the teens or something. Isn't that crazy? Like 50-point temperature swing in 24 hours or some such. But anyway, right now it's just rain and not snow, so happy about that. Justin Jackson for the Chargers, and it is numbered 250. Oh, why I'm trying to set it on top of the pack. That's not exactly where that needs to go now, is it? Not quite. Joe Flacco and the Ravens. That is numbered to 49. And looks like our hit is coming for the Saints. It's rookie phenoms Traquan Smith. And it is numbered to 99. So, Griffin, you've had a bunch of bad weather today, too. You've had thunder, lightning, and tons of rain. You're north of Cincinnati. Yeah, of course, so I'm south of you. We haven't had a lot of thunder that I've noticed, or lightning necessarily, but we have certainly had just bucket loads of rain. But fortunately, I mean, it was there this morning and dissipated a little bit. And, you know, you could go outside and kind of enjoy the warm weather, albeit not sunny, in the afternoon. And then it started this evening, and it has been like Noah's Ark kind of rain here tonight. Hey, Greg, how are you tonight? I shipped you a package, printed a label. Just while did I print it? Did it go out already today, or did I just print it? I can't remember. Some stuff that I printed earlier, of course, got picked up and went out today. There's other stuff. I sorted and printed the labels that'll be picked up tomorrow. So yours might be in the group getting picked up tomorrow. But anyway, you'll be getting it soon. Jarvis Landry, numbered to 49 for the Browns. And then we have a little O.J. Howard, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And O.J. Howard relic, numbered to 75. Greg, you're tired. I know, me too. That's why I had more Red Bull tonight. That'll spice it up for you, though, man. Then you'll be up all night like I was last night and probably will be tonight. I didn't fall asleep till like after 4 a.m. Like, I probably shouldn't be drinking more caffeine this late at night again, but yet here I am. Sony Michel and the Patriots. Hard signed autograph, 3-color relic, numbered to 199. Oh, you got something today? Something tops today? Yeah, I don't know. I just sorted some Series 1 from the full case today, but it didn't all make it before my pickup. Some did, and the rest will go tomorrow. Richie James, San Francisco 49ers. It is numbered to 99. Oh, Greg, you're asking 2? Yeah, I mean, it wasn't 2. It might have been 2 breaks. It was your mini helmet and like the full case stuff from Series 2, I think. All in the same box. I just can't remember if it's the part that already got picked up or the part that's going to be picked up tomorrow. But either way, you will have it before very long. Leonard Fournette, that is numbered to 25 for the Jags. Oh, Ginger, don't get nervous yet. Don't get nervous yet. Look how many boxes we've got left to go. 6 boxes, and we haven't even finished the one we're looking at. Don't worry. We're going to try to work the mojo for you here. For your Lamar Jackson or your Saquon Barkley. Cortland Sutton to 75 Broncos. Saquon might be a redemption. I can't remember if he is or not. So remember, we do have 2 different redemptions over there that we'll be finding out about in a bit. We have Kareem Hunt out for the Kansas City Chiefs with some limited ink, and it is numbered to 50. Oh, hang on one second. Sorry, one of my eyes is itching like crazy, and I had to scratch it. I know they tell you not to like rub or scratch up around, you know, the corners of your eyes and stuff, but like who doesn't do it? If it's itching, you're gonna rub it or scratch it, one of the two. Deshaun Hamilton, upper left corner, a little imperfect. It is low numbered to 25, hard signed autograph and tricolor relic. I cut the plastic on that one yet? I guess not. Let's just do them all right now, and then that'll be done. Greg, Tier 1. Oh, gosh, I don't know. It's a ways away. We just ordered that not too awfully long ago, so it's a ways away. I mean, they'll be, I mean, it's probably like a June release or something, May, June. It's not one of the early ones. Kaiser White. Didn't we already see him? Seems like we did. For the Chargers to 50. Well, Tribute will be up next. Yeah, Tribute should be our next 2019 baseball release. I don't remember when it is. They change the dates so often. It's either towards the end of this month or towards the beginning of next month. It is numbered to 25 for the Jets with Quincy. If you send me a message and I can copy and paste the calendar in reply to you like I did with the Panini calendar, I can just take the Topps calendar that I have, although it's not super current, and paste it in there, but you just got to remember the dates change a lot. It's numbered to 75, and it is for the Dolphins. And they hardly, I mean, I guess sometimes they come out when they first tell you, but it doesn't seem like it's very often. More often than not, the dates change a couple of times before it actually hits the ground. There is another Michael Gallup for the Cowboys. It's numbered to 225, autograph and relic. So how many of you are going to watch the new AAF Football League this weekend? I think I'm going to check it out. I'm interested to see what it looks like, and there's a lot of people involved that seem to know what they're doing. You know, Steve Spurrier, Hines Ward, there's a lot of people involved that look like it should be a good product on the field. We'll find out. Numbered to 149, that was Mike Gesicki and the Dolphins. And this is numbered to 25, Todd Gurley and the Rams. Greg, you saw boxes of what on the internet? Boxes of limited or tribute or tier 1? I'm not sure which you're asking about. Emmanuel Sanders and the Broncos. It is numbered 250 with a relic. There's another redemption. I told you guys we'd end up collecting a few of those. We're sitting at 3 right now. But we've definitely, Limited has, in my experience thus far, has a lot of redemptions in it. Oh, you saw some tribute, I guess you mean for sale, some 2019, like people pre-selling it or something. Jordan Akins for the Houston Texans. That is numbered to 199. Yeah, I just haven't looked that far ahead. I know Wednesday of this upcoming week, of course Friday, tomorrow, we've got Panini 1, and then the Leaf Multisport jerseys come out, and the Onyx Preferred Players baseballs come out. Wednesday of next week, we have Plates and Patches football from Panini. I don't think we have any baseball or basketball releasing next Wednesday. I don't know about next Friday. I haven't looked that far ahead. That's numbered to 99, Von Miller and the Broncos. And here come the Rams with Cooper Kupp. And it is numbered to 75. Josh Rosen. We hit Josh Allen earlier. Got Josh Rosen here. Little imperfections once again in that upper corner. And Mr. Rosen is numbered to 75. Hard signed autograph. 2-color relic. So 2 of our rookie QBs have shown up thus far. The Joshes. Of course, we need to find Lamar for Ginger, and I'm sure whoever's got the Browns is looking for Baker. And whoever's got the Jets, I'm sure, is hoping for Sam Darnold. So we still have a few left we've got to try to find in here to get the mojo fired up. Meanwhile, Nick Mullins is a nice hit for the 49ers, mainly because there aren't a lot of Nick Mullins cards out there, as you know. That is numbered to 199. He's only been in a couple of the late season releases, so his card's still a little hard to come by. Ronald Jones II, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, upper left. Seems to be a theme, doesn't it? Upper left being not quite perfect on the majority of these. To 299, hard signed autograph and relic. So nobody must be too excited about watching the AAF football games this weekend, because you guys, it's just crickets when I asked about it. So I guess, am I going to be the only one watching it? Maybe, I don't know. Melvin Gordon and the Chargers, numbered to 99. Here comes another Dak Prescott for the Cowboys. And that relic is a little lower numbered. It is to 10. Looks like it might be part of a number or a letter, maybe. Or it could be up around the arm, I guess. Also, maybe a stripe or a patch up around the sleeve. Next to last box, but keep in mind we do still have the 3 redemptions too. So you still have, at this point, 9 more chances to hit what you want. Because, of course, a hit per pack and then the 3 redemptions. Numbered to 99, Drew Brees and the Saints. Coming in behind that, here's a Mike Gesicki for the Dolphins. Patch numbered to 75. One of the few Dolphins patches that doesn't have, like, 5 colors, you know, splashed all over it. Although it may, it says 4 still, nonetheless, so. Ezekiel, you need a Packer. Well, we'll work on the Packers for you. Dan, I agree with you. Cowboys and Dolphins have both done very well in this break so far. Have both of them, and the Broncos. And now the Broncos night just got a little better. Denver already had quite a few hits. And this is probably the one you were hoping to get out of all of them. And it is Philip Lindsay, numbered to 125. Much like Nick Mullins, Mr. Philip Lindsay wasn't in our early season products because he was the rare undrafted free agent that turned out to be incredibly good. And there you go. Now you know the rest of the story on him. We all know what happened after that. Ito Smith for the Falcons. Hard signed autograph and relic, numbered to 299. Now it's last box mojo time. There's our 3 redemptions setting up there, waiting their turn. But meanwhile, here at last box mojo time, we've got to try to combine our collective mojo, work together here, and try to pull the fire out. Dan says he needs some Lions love out of this last box. He's going to try to conjure up a lion. So far, we've conjured up another ram for John Kelly, numbered to 199. Okay, we have what I think is going to be a hit from a Pittsburgh Steelers, and in fact it is Mason Rudolph out for the Steelers to 299. Hit a lot of our young quarterbacks tonight. So my Pittsburgh Steelers got a nice little hit there out of the last box. Now here we come for the last pack out of the last box mojo, and it is Baker Mayfield. Rookie Phenoms to 99 for the Browns. If that had been signed, it would have been perfect. But not signed, but still a nice little relic there to 99 for Cleveland. Now, before we recap, of course, we do have our 3 redemptions that we're going to flip over. Here's what will happen. We'll flip them over and look at them, and then go to the Panini website, and we will use the official checklist on the Panini website to verify the teams for each of these. And if these cards happen to be numbered, it will also tell us there what they're going to be numbered to. I'm putting them in a sleeve. They don't need to be protected, but I want to write on them, so I'm putting them in a sleeve so that I can do that. So Jalen Samuels, rookie patch autograph. So there's a little RPA coming out for the Steelers, who kind of went from no hits to a couple of nice hits right here at the very end of the break. And wow, there's another Jalen Samuels. So now the Steelers, you know, in the last box, going into the last box, they had no hits. Coming out of it, they now have 3. 2 Jalen Samuels and a Mason Rudolph. Please don't let this be the same player, because that would just be wrong. And it is the same player, rookie patch autographs again. So, wow, that is an epic fail there for Panini, in my opinion, to have 3 redemptions, all of the same player, all together in one case. That's not anybody's idea of fun unless you have the Steelers. If you have the Steelers, you're probably like, oh, yeah, that is awesome. But if you have anybody else, we're all kind of going, hey, wait a minute, that could have been done better. But sometimes that is how you find them out of Panini, and actually sometimes that's how we find them in Topps too. Seems that seems to happen more frequently than it ever used to. You know, in past years you wouldn't find that as much, but in the last couple of years it seems like that happens periodically, and frustrates me. I'm sure it frustrates you guys too. Again, unless you happen to have the Steelers, you're probably happy if you have the Steelers. So these are all the same card. Rookie patch autographs, card 129. Jalen Samuels, Pittsburgh Steelers, numbered to 299, and they have, yeah, you got it, 1, 2, 3 of them. That's kind of crazy, but they are, that's what they are, and they are all identical. So, wow. Wow, wow, wow. All right, well, let's recap this and take a look at what we've got. So we'll do our numbered cards that aren't autographs or relics first. So Drew Brees to 99, Melvin Gordon to 99, Von Miller 99, Todd Gurley 25, Leonard Fournette to 25, Jarvis Landry to 49, Marcus Mariota to 49, Keelan Cole to 99, Derrick Henry to 99, and there's that nice 1/1 Marlon Mack for the Indianapolis Colts. So those are our numbered cards with no autographs attached. The redemptions, wow, this is going to seem really familiar. They're all exactly the same. Jalen Samuels, RPA, Steelers to 299. Oh, look at that, exactly the same. And yeah, one more time. So a trio of Jalen Samuels redemptions to close out the break tonight. Ay, ay, ay. There's Mayfield for the Browns, Mason Rudolph for the Steelers, Philip Lindsay and the Broncos, Dak Prescott for the Cowboys, Ronald Jones for the Buccaneers, Josh Rosen for the Cardinals. Then you have Cooper Kupp for the Rams, and this is numbered to 199, Jordan Akins and the Texans. The Chargers hit with Kaiser, I don't know which is right, to 50. Broncos, Cortland Sutton. The Saints with Traquan Smith. James Washington for the Steelers. Another Dak Prescott for the Cowboys. There's Anthony Miller for the Chicago Bears. For the Jets, it's Robbie Anderson. For the Seahawks, there's Will Dissly. Oh, Ginger, we didn't get anything for either one of your teams. Oh, man, I am sorry about that, Ginger. I know how that's painful. I understand what you're feeling there. That's happened to all of us at one point or another. I am sorry about that. Maybe you will have better luck in the consolation, you know? I mean, sometimes there's good stuff that you hit in that. I mean, somebody hits it. I never know who or when, but somebody's going to get it. That is the Rams. There's Ito Smith for the Falcons, Mike Gesicki and the Dolphins, Nick Mullins for the 49ers. For the Broncos, Emmanuel Sanders, Mike Gesicki for the Dolphins, Michael Gallup for the Cowboys. And there's another Dolphin with Devontae Parker. And Quincy, you're just in the wrong spot, buddy. He's not autographed, but he is low numbered. He's to 25 for the Jets. He just accidentally, I stacked him in the autograph and relic pile instead of in the numbered pile. Derrick Henry to 75 for the Titans. There's Hamilton and the Broncos to 75. There's another Michael Gallup to 125 for the Dallas Cowboys. There's the Darius Slay to 25. That was our first hit out tonight. That one for the Lions. Another hit for the Broncos with Hamilton again to 25. Kareem Hunt and the Chiefs to 50. There's Richie James and the 49ers. The nice Sony Michel for the Patriots. And there's O.J. Howard for the Bucks. Joe Flacco numbered to 49 for the Ravens. That is also stacked in the wrong stack. Justin Jackson numbered to 50 for the Chargers. For the Vikings, Tyler Conklin to 50. For the Bills, here's the Josh Allen to 199. Nelson Aguilar to 99 for the Eagles. And numbered to 5, there's Royce Freeman for the Broncos with a really nice, particularly nice patch for him. And also, this is a quite handsome card for the Eagles. It is Ring of Honor. It's numbered to 3. That's Brian Dawkins for the Eagles. So all in all, not too shabby. Got several of our young rookie quarterbacks out of there, so that's always a good way to gauge it. Okay, we are going into a little optic basketball next. So let me get this up. I'm going to let you look at this for a second. I'm going to go over here and find out what we're still awaiting payment on. So hang tight here for a second while I take a little peek at our unpaid teams and see what we might need to do here. And looks like we have got 2. Let me see who this is, if this is anybody sometimes it's somebody that I might, know. Sometimes it's somebody that's like across the country or something, like they're in a whole other country and the time zone's off. So I like to check and see. Right now, I'm not really seeing anything here, so I don't know. Let me make sure there's not anything else I need to know about this. We may potentially have a couple teams here, so I know you're sitting stuck right now looking at the one thing there about the shipping information, but hey, it'll give you time to review it, right? So bear with me here for a second, please. I want to see if I have any history with this particular person or not. That will help me figure out if I've got, if there's a time zone issue or something that I need to be aware of here before I make a move. Okay, so what it looks like right at this moment, it's a pair of teams, and, oh, it just got paid, so never mind. Like, actually, while I was looking it up and getting ready to offer it up to you guys, it looks like it got paid, so I think we are good to go. I know everybody's happy about that, aren't you? And you don't have to wait for us to try to sell it. Yay. Okay, so here's the deal, guys. The paid shipping breaks, both breaks tonight were paid. I expect everything should be on the way to you no later than Monday unless something highly unexpected happens. And, of course, if I can get it out faster than that, I will. Definitely don't have to worry about consolation cards in Optic. There's a blue million cards in this break, and everybody's going to pull some, so we shouldn't have any concerns there. This is a 12-box case of 1819 Donruss Optic basketball. It is a full case. It is break number 3. And, of course, it also ended tonight on eBay Tuesday night, the 7th of February. Same as before, guys. We've got the team names on one side, the user IDs of our winning bidders there across from each team name. And, yeah, I think that's all the info. Let me get the case set up here. I got to hit the chapstick here real quick, then grab the case, then we're going to be good to go. Okay. We do have more Optic basketball, and I don't know, we'll probably break it sometime next week. Maybe like in the Wednesday, Thursday range or something of next week. I don't have a lot more, maybe 1 or 2 more cases of it after tonight, so there's not a ton of it left, but there is definitely some left. Griffin, you're gonna jump into some breaks tomorrow night. Well, cool. We will look forward to that. Mickey's here. Hi, Mickey. Blake is here. Hi, Blake. Who else jumped in? Oh, Greg, you got a Wendell Carter autograph today out of Optic. Well, good. Obviously you had the Bulls somewhere in a break, so glad you did well and hit something on that. Blake, you're working on the Rudy Gobert Rainbow. Okay. So, yeah, I could see you said that's led to jumping into a lot of breaks and checking eBay multiple times per day. Yes, that is for sure exactly what happens when you're working on those rainbows. You kind of become almost stuck to the computer, right? Because it's like you're afraid one will go up and you'll miss it, like with a buy it now or something. Yeah, those rainbows are always the hardest, aren't they? But it makes it fun. Makes it fun. RJ is looking for the Milwaukee Bucks. There were a lot of trades happening today on and around the deadline, and there have been so many trades that happened that I can't even keep them all straight in my head. I do know, obviously, this wasn't like right at the deadline. This happened maybe yesterday, I think it was, that Thon Maker got traded out with the Bucks. But there was a lot of movement in general today, but none for Anthony Davis. So AD is sitting right down there where he was with the Pelicans. But yeah, I've got to really sit down and kind of look through all those trades again. And I know several of them were made just for salary dumps and people then turn around and getting waived right away. Of course, I guess the biggest one maybe of this afternoon was Marc Gasol going up to Toronto. So I mean, I guess we all kind of thought that the Grizzlies were shopping Gasol and Mike Conley, and I guess they at least got one of them moved out. Hornets found no buyer for Kaminsky. So the last little talking head that I heard speaking about Frank Kaminsky said they think they're just he's a buyout candidate now since they couldn't get him traded. Blake says the best part of Optic is the ridiculous number of packs in every box. I know, right? Like, I complain about that all the time. The breaks would be 10 times faster if we were not opening 20 packs to get 80 cards out of every box. I mean, come on, Panini. Makes me insane. It just makes me crazy. We could do that in half the packs and we'd all be much happier, I think. But that's not what they give us, so we got to roll with how it goes. So our first numbered card here right off the bat is numbered to 99 for the Bulls. Swishful Thinking, that is Steve Kerr, and that is the red. Anytime you see that red outline, they're going to be numbered to 99. Most of this stuff, I'm just going to wait and sleeve it after the break, and that's just simply from a time perspective because there are a zillion, trillion numbered cards and inserts in here. I'm sure everybody probably knows that already. We will go ahead and sleeve this guy, though. A rated rookie DeAndre Ayton, that is the orange version, and anytime we see the orange, it will be numbered to 199. And of course, you know the drill, I imagine. Lots of inserts, lots of numbered cards, one autograph per box. So that's what we're looking for. Now, we'll find plenty of these too. These are refractors. Panini likes to call them prisms. I tend to call them refractors. It is the same thing and it means the same thing. It just has a coating that when the light hits it, it refracts off in the pretty little rainbow of colors. So you may hear me call it a prism. You may hear me call it a refractor. I'll probably switch between the two without really thinking about it, but that's what it is and that's what it means, and those are not numbered. Oh, Blake, you wanted Conley to go to the Jazz, huh? That was a Kyrie Irving. Why specifically the Jazz? Just out of curiosity. Our first hit out is Calvin Murphy for the Rockets. It is numbered to 40. It's a Dominator autograph, and of course a little throwback there, and that's our first hit of the night out of box number 1. And of course, that again was a prism. Most of the inserts, or a lot of the inserts that you see, may also be prisms, but if they're not numbered, I'm not going to worry about flipping them over. This is the Rockets and Clint Capella. It is numbered to 49. Anytime you see that royal blue border, it will be to 49. Retro Series refractor for the Bucks. And hang on one hot second there. I'm trying to get my stacks all going the right way here. So if we do want to recap something, I probably need to keep the numbered stuff separate from the unnumbered stuff. There we go. That way, if you guys want to put it into recap with the vast amount of numbered things, we could. That was a Paul Gasol for the Spurs refractor. Sam, you need the Kings. You said you've been on a major heater and optic. You hit Anfernee Simons 1/1 autograph and a Bagley autograph to 5. Well, yeah, Sam, that is pretty impressive little run there. Numbered to 149. Whenever you see that green color border, that's the deal. It's going to be to 149 anytime we see it. All right, there's box uno in the books. Oh, I got you. You wanted the Jazz to pick up Conley because you're a Jazz fan, and you see how he would fit in with the team. Well, that makes sense. Yeah, Conley's a good player. I guess it must just be his contract that is the reason that they didn't end up getting a deal done for him. But I mean, Marc Gasol's contract was pretty big, and he's what, 30? He's mid-30s anyway, right? 34, 35, 36, around in there. And I think his contract was a pretty big lump too, but hey, Toronto took it on, so there you go. You're asking, Sam, are you asking if Anfernee Simons is going to be good? I don't really have a lot of feel for him one way or the other, Sam. I'm not sure. But to answer your question, anytime you hit a 1/1, you know, it's good. So somebody's going to buy it, even if the player is in the G League at the moment. Somebody would still buy it because it's a 1/1. So, but I haven't really watched him play, so I don't know a whole lot about him. But see, look at that. Brandon already is in chat wanting to give you an offer for the Simons. So there you go. You're not going to have any trouble at all selling it. You should be in good shape. Oh, you're going to get it graded, you think? Well, that always helps. That always boosts up the price a little bit. And certainly I've seen some good numbers coming out of 1/1s lately. Mickey, you need some Wizards. Yeah, man, your Wizards, I tell you what, of course, John Wall was already out, had some foot problems, and was going to be out for a few months, and then he fell at his house and ruptured his Achilles, and now he's going to be out for a whole year. You're not going to see him now till next season, which was a bit of a rough blow, especially given the fact that he has a massive contract. But how oddly coincidental. This is the Blazers with a Prism Nurkic and a Marvin Bagley rated rookie Prism. Again, it's not numbered, but nonetheless, it is a Prism. So how oddly coincidental, though. I mean, a ruptured Achilles is not an injury that happens, what I would say, super frequently, even for basketball players. And of course, it happened to DeMarcus Cousins, Boogie Cousins, last year. And he and John Wall were teammates at UK. Both went pro the same time after 1 year, and they both ruptured their Achilles within a year of one another. Isn't that crazy? Draymond Green, Warriors to 199. So, you know, at least Boogie, you know, comes back and looks good, and he looks as good as he did before he went out, I think. So I imagine he was able to call him up and give him a little reassurances anyway, I would think. We got another throwback autograph here. This one is for the Pistons, and is it a 1/1? Why, yes. Yes, it is. It's Bob Lanier for the Pistons with a little 1/1. Sweet. Yeah, see, all you guys talking about the gold vinyl 1/1s, you conjured it up for us. How about that, Detroit Pistons, right? Liking that. That is Kemba Walker. This Ricky Rubio is to 149 for the Jazz. To 199 for the Spurs. That is the one and only Rudy Gay. Oh, Sam, you said that the autograph is streaky on your 1 of 1. Well, that's kind of a drag. James Harden, that's a prism, but it's not numbered on the heart to heart. And here is a black velocity Bates Diop to 39. And that is for the T-Wolves. Minnesota. Well, I mean, Greg, I mean, the Wizards at this point, yeah, I mean, I don't know if you're going to really call it. They wouldn't have been purposefully tanking, but certainly at this stage of the game, they've got a ways to go. I mean, they sent out Oubre in a trade. They sent out Otto Porter Jr. in a trade. Of course, you've got obviously John Wall out till 2020, at least till 2020. So you're not going to see him on the court for about a year. But they still got a lot of salary tied up in him. But they kept Bradley Beal and some of the other pieces. So if they were going to absolutely try to just tank it, they would have traded out Beal and some of those others. So I don't think they're trying to tank, but they are kind of doing a soft rebuild, if you will, maybe right now, in my opinion. Well, Sam, yeah, you're right. It's smart if you think the autograph looks a little less than ideal, that you might want to send it to PSA. But you know it won't really affect your overall card grade because the auto grade is on the back. You know, I mean, on the front, you're only going to see the average card grade and then the auto grade. I mean, yeah, it would bother some people, but it's not like it's staring at you right there in the front, so. Ooh, you got a black label from BGS. Nice. These black labels are hard to get. That's why they sell for so much money. Nearly impossible. You guys have heard me tell this story before, but my local card store has a new ownership now, but when the former owner had it, he had a store for 20 plus years, and I used to sit in the shop and talk to him at times about various things, and he's the one who told me that one of the reps, you know, told him that, like, as in, like, from Topps or Panini, I don't remember which, said that the average grade of a card straight out of the pack, that they would expect the average grade to be, I think it was a 7. It was something that was like low enough that I was like, are you kidding me? And they were like, yeah, that's how they expect it to come out on average, to a 7. Rajon Rondo Prism for the Lakers. Giannis Antetokounmpo Bucks 199. I mean, and those are the people that make and package and ship the cards. So you know if they're not expecting you to pull perfect 10s on a regular basis or even close to it, yeah, that's why those are so rare. Ryan, we have already done limited football. That has already gone by the wayside. Blake, I agree with you. We've seen a couple of vet autographs. You want to see a rated rookie one? Well, look at that. You conjured it up. Right as soon as I look over and read that, we pull it. How about that? And it's for the Jazz. It's the Tripper himself, the one and only Grayson Allen. Rated rookie autograph for the Jazz. Hard signed. No sticker on that one. Oh, it was a Porzingis die cut that came back black label rookie, I'm assuming, right? Chandler Hutchison rated rookie Prism. Well, Greg, I don't know. I wouldn't say everybody is looking for the low lottery pick. I mean, there's plenty of teams that think they're built to win, you know, and they want to win. They're not trying to get a low lottery pick. They're trying to win right now. But, you know, Hazonga and the Knicks, that is to 75. Pink velocity. But certain factors, of course, you can't control. Victor Oladipo to 49, Pacers. Like your star point guard rupturing his Achilles in a freak fall at his house. That's Russell Westbrook, Oklahoma City Thunder prism. There's a retro Amari Stoudemire prism. And what else do we have in here? That is to 149, Dennis Smith Jr., Mavericks. Man, it must be a pain to produce. Oh, there's a Luka insert, the rookies insert. If you're Panini, think about how much you probably hate the trade deadline. Zach Collins for the Blazers. Because, you know, that means you got to go back and redo the teams and stuff on how many cards that you've already got, like, set and ready to print, and now you got to go redo them. Of course, it usually takes a couple of products before the trades catch up to the cards, but still, you know, they probably dread it. They're like, oh, man. There's so much more of it in basketball than there is in football. So you said, Blake, since you're conjuring stuff up, you want to hit a Rudy Gobert blue. Okay, so we need to find Rudy to 49 for you. Okay. Oh, I knew you meant Gobert. I remembered you said Jazz up there, so I knew you were chasing the rainbow on that one. Well, Greg, you know what? That was an interesting trade today, too. Aside from the Marc Gasol, this was probably the second, for me anyway, the second biggest news of the day was Markelle Fultz going down to the Magic. So, yeah, I don't know. Is that why you're saying the 76ers are selling more seats? Because they traded Markelle Fultz? I don't know. But, yeah, so now the Magic will have him to take a look at him, I guess, for a couple seasons before his rookie deal would expire. I mean, I don't expect he'll play again this season. He's got that whole thoracic outlet syndrome thing he's dealing with, which hopefully once that gets fixed, he will not have that really super weird shot that he's had for the last year plus. Oh, well, the Sixers have been winning, Greg, I think, for a couple of years. I mean, Sixers have put a nice young group of players together well before they made, you know, brought in Butler and some of that. The Sixers have been looking good for a couple of seasons now, I think. The process, you could definitely see that they were headed in the right direction. You know, their key is just keeping everybody healthy. Embiid in particular has kind of a spotty injury history. And then, of course, you know, got Ben Simmons. I mean, you got a good group of guys in there. So, Steph Curry. That's just a refractor for the Warriors. For the Miami Heat, there's Dion Waiters. That's to 199. There is Anthony. We've been talking about him tonight. There he is again to 199 as a rated rookie. I say again, but might be the first time out of here. Lauri Markkanen Prism for the Bulls. This is numbered to 99. Musa for the Nets. And once again, I'm going to be sleeving this stuff, the stuff that needs to be sleeved. We're just going to do it after the break because it really makes the case break take so much longer if I stop and do it as we go. Just because there are so many numbered inserts in Optic. Gary Trent Jr., that is a rated rookie prism. I always thought it was kind of odd that they didn't number those. There's a Luka base. And there's Grayson Allen to 149 for the Jazz. So, Greg, how far are you from, like, the Sixers and the Phillies from their various facilities? Do you get a chance to go to the games a lot? It's numbered to 99. It's Dennis Rodman for the Pistons. And an autograph. It's a throwback, but kind of a nice one because it's Magic Johnson to 10 for the Lakers. So, hey. I'll take that. I like Magic Johnson to 10. So Lakers, not too shabby. Josh Jackson and the Suns with a prism. Who did the Kings traded off one of, who was it? One of their young guys. Shoot. Who was it? Obviously not Justin Jackson, or Josh Jackson, but Justin, what the heck is that kid's name? Was a rookie last year. Didn't really play much because he was injured. Anyway, they traded him off along with Zach Randolph, was it? Traded off a pair out of the Kings. So it takes you, Greg, an hour to get there. Well, that's not too bad. An hour by train. That's not bad. Listen, if I could take the train and not have to drive and park, I would go to a lot more things that were sporting events, you know, that might be within an hour or two's drive if I could instead hop on a train. But sadly, that is not going to happen around here. To me, that's about the worst part. When you go to a live sporting event, it's just the getting in and out of where you are parking. That's just the worst. You're going to go see Bryce Harper. You still thinking the Phillies are going to sign him? I mean, maybe. I don't know, maybe. But somebody needs to make a move. I mean, we are coming up on pitchers and catchers report, and we're still sitting there, no deal for Bryce or Manny and Kimbrel and Keuchel and a number of them that should have been signed by now, one would think. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying, Greg. Parking is expensive for all those venues for sporting stuff. Plus, it's just so... it takes forever to get in and out of the parking areas or structures. Some places they're structures, some they're just areas. But in either case, it's always horrible getting in and out, and it's expensive to park there. So I'm saying if I could hop on a train, yeah, I'd be there a lot more often. Devontae Graham, that is a rated rookie prism for the Hornets. But of course, you know, my closest football team is the Bengals, and I'm a Steelers fan, so that doesn't work out real well for me most of the time. My closest baseball is the Reds. I would probably go see the Reds if I could take the train, because I do love my little Cincinnati Reds. Bad as they are, I do still love them. And then for pro basketball, gosh, who's the closest to me? I guess, what, the Pacers, maybe? Black Velocity for the Raptors, Kyle Lowry to 39. Well, Blake, I'm with you on that front. That's Refractor Terrence Ross for the Magic. Blake is saying there in chat that he loves the atmosphere of a game, but that really he likes watching it more from home. Well, I don't disagree with you on that. I do love the energy of the crowd, especially for a big game. It's a tremendous amount of fun. But it also takes a tremendous amount of effort, and it costs a lot of money, especially if you're taking a family. It's to 49 for the Clippers with Lou Williams. So in that sense, I do kind of agree with you. It's better to invest in a nice high-def, big-screen television and a nice comfy couch and enjoy it from home, right? Yeah, for sure. We have Thomas for the Detroit Pistons. It is numbered to 49. Rated rookie Kyrie Thomas. So the Pistons are doing quite well so far. James Harden and the Rockets. Ooh. Well, at least we have ourselves a numbered Luka. It's to 199. But hey, we'll take it, right? For sure. So we've got a numbered Luka, and then we've got him on the rookies insert unnumbered so far. J.R. Smith to 99, Cavaliers. But Luka and Porzingis, I mean, that's just going to be crazy fun to watch, I think. That's going to be just so outrageously fun down there in Dallas. I can't wait. You know, I haven't been to Baltimore. Greg's saying Baltimore Stadium is nice. You know, I haven't been there in a while. I used to go to Baltimore every year for the Preakness, the horse race. And I stayed in a Marriott that's right there, like right next to where the Orioles play ball. And I have not been in a lot of years. I really need to get back to Baltimore to do a few little sporting things. I enjoy that area. Well, Blake, you are correct. Any Luka, anything is pretty much, as you say, fire right now. Yeah, you're kind of right. I mean, even all the base that we're pulling out of here, which his base shows up pretty freely in Optic. You can even put all the Optic base together if you have the Mavericks and sell it in a group and do pretty well with it. I mean, he's just making money for you if you pull anything Luka that is a parallel insert, you know, autograph, of course. We've hit him out of Crown Royal once or twice out of Crown. And did we hit him? We hit him out of that Optic half case that we broke, that random weird half case. He was in that. And I'm trying to think what else where we've seen him in the last, like, week or 10 days. Of course, we pulled him out of other stuff. I'm just thinking about, like, the super recent things. Yeah, Greg, the Inner Harbor is, of course, really nice there in Baltimore. There's a lot of fun stuff down in that area. That's why I always preferred to stay down there instead of out closer to the track. I always like staying near where there's other stuff to do. Oh, you used to live there. Oh, cool. I did not know that you used to live in Baltimore. Well, fun. You bought 2 Lukas. Which did you buy? Out of Optic or out of something else? And now, see, I was telling, and now Greg knows because he breaks with me all the time, but Greg knows I was saying before the draft, I kept saying, Luka, Luka, Luka. You know, you want Luka. That's who you want out of the draft. Everybody else was, oh, 8 and 8 and 8. And then I'm like, I would buy all Luka. This is for the Nets, Jarrett Allen. And Jarrett is to 149. Michael Porter Jr., rated rookie Prism, Denver Nuggets. But of course, there's other times I say things and I'm not right. But just in that case, I happen to be right on that one. Klay Thompson to 149 for the Warriors. So yeah, I was all about him from the early part, pre-draft even. I was pretty much touting by him. But you know what? A lot of people do want this fellow. So Phoenix Suns, how about you? Congratulations. There's your DeAndre Ayton rated rookie hard signed autograph. Your #1 overall draft pick coming out. Markelle Fultz Prism. An Eric Gordon Prism. And it was a Garnett insert Prism. Augustine for the Magic to 199. And it's not that I don't like Ayton, by the way. I mean, I do like Ayton. I was just saying out of the draft that I thought Luka was going to be the best person out of the draft. I just thought he was going to be the premier player out of that group. I was really kind of shocked when... I wasn't totally shocked he didn't go #1 because the Suns had made it known they were pretty set on on Ayton, but I was a little surprised that Sacramento didn't take him at 2. I was just kind of thought that was a little nuts. There's a Trae Young rookies insert. But hey, it worked out really well for Dallas in the long run, so there you go. Pink Velocity Buddy Hield and the Kings. It is numbered 279. Oh, you got your Luka was from Hoops and a Prism insert. Gotcha. Yeah, we've got more Prism too. I need to get that scheduled. We have more Prism retail, which nets us 20 autographs a case, or 10 if we do it in a half case. And then I've got some Prism blasters, which I buy the blaster cases usually just for the silver Prisms, because you'll end up, I think it's like 3 silvers. Is it 3 silvers a blaster, or is it 3 silvers a mega box? I don't know. I'll have to go back and look at that. But anyway, you get good silvers out of both of those. Well, really all of the above. Retail in general, whether it's the mega or the cello packs or blasters, any of that. The mega boxes all usually have pretty good silvers. So we have a little retail Prism to open, but you know what else I have? Yeah, this Prism first off the line, which I keep forgetting to do anything with because it's not a full case, and it's not even, well, that one's not first off the line. I think that one's a regular one sitting right there, but I have some Prism first off the line, but in a weird quantity. So it's like they limited you, right? What was it? 3 or 4, whatever it was. I somehow thought I had the limit in my cart, but then I was in such a panic to get checked out with it, because you guys know what that's been like lately. You can't even get checked out with anything before it sells out. I mean, the last 2 or 3 football releases, I've had it in my cart for first off the line and checked out within 90 seconds. And before I can even finish my checkout, nope, sold out. So anyway, I panicked on Prism first off the line, and I didn't check my quantities. So we ended up with a really weird amount, 3 or 4 or something stupid. But anyway, we'll do something with it. Well, Greg, the first off the line stuff is you buy it direct from Panini. It costs more money, but it also has parallels in it that you can't get anywhere else. So there's always some type of parallel, and it depends on the product. Sometimes it's a low-numbered autograph, or sometimes it's a completely different configuration. Like if you remember Optic Football, when we did the first off the line, it was a completely different configuration than regular Optic Football. It had more hits, and they were lower numbered, and you know, but again, each first off the line product has its own unique feature, so there's not it's not always the same thing, but it's always something that you can't get anywhere else. Kostas Antetokounmpo for the Mavericks. That's the Greek Freak's baby brother. Dwight Howard for the Wizards. Pink Velocity to 79. So yeah, you definitely pay more for the first off the line stuff, but you get some good, get some nice things out of it that you can't get anywhere else. So yeah, I didn't get any Optic first off the line. That's another one that like I had in my cart, and before I got checked out with it, it sold out. I think that was one of them that happened to me on. It's Isaac Bonga and the Lakers rated rookie hard signed autograph. I don't think we had any first off the line Optic this year. We did last year basketball, but I don't remember getting any this year unless I just forgot about it, which is possible. But there is first off the line Prism somewhere around here that I'll do something with sometime soon. Little AD All-Star to 49, Danny Green and the Raptors. Oh, you tried for the Optic. Yeah, and it crashed. Yeah, for sure. I mean, their website is maddening whenever they do this first off the line stuff. Their website crashes like 2/3 of the time. It's really kind of stupid. But the worst part for me is I get it in there. It's in my cart. I'm checking out. And in the app, you used to be able to save your payment information, which made your checkout a little faster. It's for the Bulls. And they took that away about 6 or 9 months ago. And then it became much harder because I don't know if these other people have, probably a lot of places, maybe they have written computer programs, you know, when the bots are doing the work. Justin Jackson, Orlando Magic, rated rookie to 149. But it doesn't, you know, I mean, I'm ready to go and I'm typing like as fast as I can. And even though it's in my cart, I just can't get my payment information typed in fast enough to end up buying it before it sells out. So that's what frustrates me. I think once it's in your cart, they should give you like a minute to check out, or even a minute and a half. They should give you 60 to 90 seconds, I think, to check out after it's in your cart. And then if you're not checked out by then fine, release it. But the way it is now, you know, if you don't have the whole process in your cart checked out and the whole deal within like 60 seconds, you're not getting it. And that's been the case for most of the releases recently. I mean, I did get the case of Optic Football. That was, I think they must have had a little bit more of that. So we did have a full case of that. And I got a little bit of the Prism Basketball. And of course, we've got some Origins Football sitting back there that's first off the line that I need to do something with. And some of it, but not as much as I'm normally able to get. So I don't know. I'm sure they'll do it for National Treasures and stuff as well, and that'll just be insane if they. I mean, that'll probably sell out in like 6 seconds. All you'll be able to do is just look at the page, and it will say sold out. But hey, it was smart of them to do it that way. I mean, they're making a lot of extra money on it, and we certainly eat it up. We're all fighting over it, trying to get it. So I guess it was smart on their part to do it anyway. I know, this is the worst part of it, all the wrappers. Opening all the wrappers. I've said somebody just needs to invent a little tiny thing that could just sit on the table and just go zip, you know, just like feed it through and just open the wrappers instantly, and it could work on its own and be opening wrappers while we're looking at cards. How nice would that be? How happy would that make us all? Vincent Edwards for the Rockets. But I don't imagine anybody's going to do any R&D on that. It's kind of a specialized thing, isn't it? A little bit. Tyreek Evans for the Pacers and Gortat Clippers. Both Prisms. I know, as soon as you said speak it into existence. Oh, you didn't even have to reference LeVar. I knew exactly what you meant. Yes, you are trying to speak it into existence with your blue Rudy Gobert. So we'll see what we can come up with. There's Mitchell Robinson to 199 for the Knicks. Rated rookie green parallel. And we have another pink Velocity. Zach Collins and the Portland Trail Blazers to 79. Yeah, LeVar's been pretty quiet since Lonzo hadn't quite played up to expectations. You notice LeVar hasn't been having as many conversations with the press lately now, has he? J.J. Redick to 99 for the 76ers. Although I think he has recently been commenting about the possible trade of Lonzo and saying what teams he would want him to go to and what teams he doesn't want him to go to, as if he still has any influence. LeVar, I mean. Devontae Graham for the Hornets. Hard-signed autograph. Rated rookie. Gordon Hayward prism, prism for the Celtics. Oh, sorry. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, Hornets, 149. There's another Luka the Rookies insert. A pair of those so far. Man, something's like... It's almost like something... I don't know how to explain it. It feels like I've swallowed a bug, although I know I didn't. But it just feels like all of a sudden there's like something in my throat. What in the heck? So maybe this would be a good time for a little water break. You said today, LeVar... Oh, I didn't hear that. So LeVar has fired up the hype machine all the way back up to 10 again. Or up to 12, really, more like for him. He's full tilt all the time. So today, LeVar said Lonzo was better than LeBron. Wow. Oh my gosh, like, wouldn't you hate for that to be your dad? Like, on the one hand, okay, it's good that he believes in you and everything, but on the other hand, oh, you know, it just made the kid's life miserable, that being his dad, growing up and all running his mouth all the time, and then the kid's gotta, you know, back it up. But I tell you what, I don't know if how many of you follow college football, but Tua Tagovailoa, you know I'm not saying his name right, but anyway, Tua, the young quarterback for Alabama, was talking about, this has been maybe 3 or 4 months ago, maybe, talking about how hard his dad was on him, and if he did not play well, even in high school, and I guess probably even before that, if Tua messed up or Tua didn't play well, his dad would, like, beat him, physically beat him. But Tua doesn't seem to have a problem with it. Like, he doesn't resent his dad or anything. They seem to still be close-knit family and whatever, but he thought that was just kind of, I guess, normal. He just kind of expects, if he didn't play well, not only was he going to hear about it, he was actually going to, you know, like his dad was going to hit him. So it's like, wow, I'm not sure that's, you know, that's not good. That's guy is quiet, so he's not running around screaming things like LeVar does, but I think that's way worse. So I don't know. I felt sorry for Tua. And then, of course, his whole family moved when he went to Alabama, so the whole family relocated to Alabama. So, you know, who knows? Maybe if he doesn't play well, he's still getting it. They're from Hawaii originally, I think, right? I think that's right, to his family. Ooh, a little rated rookie pink velocity. DeAnthony Melton for the Phoenix Suns, numbered to 79. Now, see, why couldn't that have been Luka, right? I mean, not that I'm sad the Suns got it. I'm glad the Suns got a nice hit. But you know me. I'm always looking for the high dollar cards. And that, of course, we saw the rookies insert go by there a second ago with DeAndre Ayton on it as well. James Johnson prism for the Heat, little heart-to-heart prism, and Ryan Anderson for the Suns. Also glowing away with the happy little prism coating. Numbered to 99, that's a Wilt Chamberlain insert for the Lakers. And Mo Wagner, rated rookie. We may as well sleeve him right now. Rated rookie to 199 for Mo Wagner. You probably noticed most of the rated rookie color, I do go ahead and sleeve it as we go, and most of the rest we wait. Chris Middleton, Bucks, 49. Jason Tatum, 149 for the Celtics. So, you know, they were apparently chanting at like Kyle Kuzma and Lonzo and all those young players for the Lakers at a road game earlier this week, that when they were at the free throw line and stuff, the crowd was chanting, "LeBron's gonna trade you." Like, how awful is that? Chicago Bulls, Chandler Hutchison, rated rookie autograph on card. Cavaliers, Tristan Thompson. This should be numbered. Chicago Bulls, Dennis Rodman. It is /10. It probably does feel like that too. Like LeVar is the one, or LeVar, that LeBron is the one calling the shots. I imagine it feels that way. Aaron Holiday, rated rookie prism for the Pacers. Oh, and that was a retro. Oscar Robertson for the Bucks was also a prism, that insert. We're getting there, kids. We're getting there. We have got 9 boxes open, 3 to go, including the one that's coming out of wrappers right now. Wouldn't you love, though, to get it with the Panini people who decide how many packs go in a box and say, like, yo, don't do that, man. Give us maybe 10 or 15 packs a box and put a few more cards in each one. Something like that. Of course they do it that way because they want the price to be a friendly price point at the card shop, you know, because any product that's packaged like this, they're assuming that a lot of it is sold through a local card store. And to make it an affordable price per pack, that's why they put fewer cards and more packs. So the shop owners don't, you know, have to price every pack in the store at $10 a pack or whatever to make money. But the reality of it is they probably sell a much higher percentage of their inventory to breakers these days than they do to card shops. But many of their product configurations are still geared towards the card shop. Which I guess is not entirely a bad thing either. I mean, you know, everything's got to have its place, but I would love to see them do, say, a breaking version and a retail version, kind of like a jumbo versus hobby box when you're talking about tops, except not quite exactly that, but similar to that maybe. But of course, even so, then, you know, then the distributors would just make us buy both anyway, so wouldn't matter, I don't guess. DeAndre Jordan and the Mavericks. Yeah, I'm always amazed at the things you have to do. I've never seen a business in my life where you have to beg to buy things like you do for cards. And then you also have to say, yeah, I'll buy all this other stuff that I don't want just to get this one thing that I do want. It's the way it works, though. The Hornets have a hit here for J.P. Macura. The Suns with Ariza. Ooh, how about a little Donovan Mitchell /10 for your Jazz? Hey, hey. It's not Rudy Gobert blue, but Donovan Mitchell gold will suit you, won't it? Numbered 10 of 10, no less. The last one in the series. So, woot. Bates Diop again. Rated rookie prism. Kemba Walker. A red Paul Pierce for the Celtics. /149 for the Sixers. That was J.J. Redick. And Jaren Jackson Jr. rookies insert for Memphis. /49, it is Zach Randolph and the Kings. In the blue parallel, we have a little Steve Kerr Swishful Thinking Prism for the Bulls. There's LeBron and the Lakers with a prism. A Pink Velocity J.R. Smith Cavaliers, numbered to 79. Next up, we have a little Dennis Schroeder for the Thunder to 199 in the orange parallel. 2 boxes left, 2 to go. Overall, though, so far I think we've had a pretty good case. I mean, got DeAndre Ayton autograph, and we've got a 1 of 1 in here, so not too shabby so far for Optic, this case. We'll probably break the other one somewhere around this time next week. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, somewhere in that vicinity, we'll probably break Optic again. Of course, in the meanwhile, we've got the case of Crown Royal basketball, which is tomorrow night, right? I think. And what else? Do we have any other basketball scheduled yet? Maybe not. So we'll get some of the prisms cycled through sometime in the next week or two. And a little more Optic will make an appearance. We got to get through all that Series 1 Topps baseball. There's a lot of that too. Yeah, Blake, right now I do 98% of my breaks through eBay. Sometimes I'll do some direct, and when I do, I just sell them through chat, you know, like I'll put them up at the start of the night and again at the end of the night. And then those of you who are here in the room that want to participate, you jump in, and then when we fill it, we break it. So I do some of those. I do that. I'm kind of streaky with that as to when and where I fit it in, but for sure we do some like that. But the vast majority are on eBay. It's just so much easier, honestly. And every time I think I have somebody to build my website, something happens and they back out or they change up and they don't do it. And then, so here I am 2+ years later that I've been saying, yes, I'm going to have a website soon. And every time I say that, like something happens. And this last time I felt so good about it. I mean, one of my friends was project managing the thing, and she's really organized and good about detailed type stuff. And she said she, you know, was good, and she had found somebody to do it, and they said they were going to do it. And this was like, I don't know, August or maybe September of last year. So I thought, oh, great, I'll probably have it by the first year at the latest. Well, they haven't done one thing on it, and now they're telling her they're too busy to do it. I'm like, to 79, that's Pink Velocity Lillard for the Blazers. So, you know, another one bites the dust in terms of somebody that I thought was going to do it, but in fact, not so much. Another rated rookie prism, that is Okubo for the Suns. A little Phoenix Suns action. So believe me, I would rather, Blake, have some not on eBay because they charge such an outrageous amount of money. You know, between eBay and PayPal combined, you know, they're charging me 15%. This is Miles Bridges. That's to 149 rated rookie for the Hornets. And then, of course, eBay and PayPal both, you know, charge a percentage of shipping too, so you don't even get what you charge for shipping, which is why everybody's, you know, then the post office rates go up on top of that. It's the number to 49 for the Thunder, and next thing you know, it's rough sledding sometimes. There's lots of times those eBay fees make the difference. That was to 199 Buddy Hield and the Kings, between actually breaking even or making money and losing money and whatever. A lot of times it's the eBay and PayPal fees. I mean, I paid PayPal, or eBay rather, enough in fees last year that you could have bought a house in a lot of parts of the country. like literally bought a house. My fees are really high. But for now, that's how they sit. So eventually we'll get some transitioned over if I ever get a website built. Dwight Howard, that is Black Velocity, numbered to 39 for the Wizards. It seems so weird that Dwight Howard's with the Wizards. Ooh, a redemption. Jeremy Lin, refractor for the Hawks. All-Stars insert refractor for the Rockets. We're going to set the redemption right there. We will flip it at the end of the break, which is coming up here pretty quickly. There's the rest of our stuff we'll be recapping. The rest of our autographs anyway. And then the last box. So here we are at Last Box Mojo time once again tonight. And limited, I'd say it worked out fairly well. I mean, we had some nice stuff out of the last box, and that's the idea behind Last Box Mojo, that we pull out something nice. So let's see if it works a little magic for us here one more time. Then, of course, after we look through this final box, we'll flip over that redemption, see who is on the other side. We're most likely going to know what team it is, but nonetheless, we'll bring up the Panini website, verify the team, and it will also tell us what, if anything, that card is numbered to. So lots of good information on the Panini website on their checklist if you've never used them before. It goes all the way back to 2009. Topps is a little more cumbersome, and it doesn't go as far back, but theirs is just, you know, when you click on their checklist, all it does is just open like a spreadsheet document. You can't, you know, like Panini's has all the nice drop-down menus where you can just go right to the card set that you want, right to the number that you want, and find it pretty easily. On the Topps, it just opens up basically a typed document, and you have to scroll through it, and it still doesn't tell you what it's numbered to. Although Topps numbering is consistent, unlike with Panini, so you kind of know if it's a certain color what it will be numbered to over in Topps, so for whatever that's worth. It's no wonder I have carpal tunnel syndrome. That's why I have to wear the brace. It's flared up this week, opening all these silly packs, but oddly it's flared on the right wrist rather than the left, and the left is the one that I do most of the opening with. Go figure. Go figure. All right, there is Buddy Hield. He's been the man of the night tonight with parallels. That one is to 99 red for the Kings. And there's a DeAndre Ayton rookies that is a prism. We pulled one earlier, but it was just flat. It wasn't a prism. Well, that's what I mean by flat, is like not shiny. Not, you know, I think you know what I meant, but just in case you didn't. Boogie Cousins as a gold, and State Warrior Black Velocity, numbered to 39. Stanley Johnson Pistons. I see a little orange coming up here. Jarrett Allen for the Nets to 199. There's a Marvin Bagley rookies insert. Alrighty. Well, we may as well get that little bitty group and set them up there. An All-Stars Russell Westbrook for the Thunder. That was a refractor. There's Kyrie and the Celtics. Oh, I guess that's why it would affect the right. Yeah, I just now realized that's why the right wrist is flared up. I probably realized that somewhere before, but I had forgotten. Mo Bamba and the Magic is our last live autograph out. I pull this guy a lot. He comes out a lot out of 2018-19 basketball. The Bulls, that was Lopez. There's a rated rookie, Jalen Brunson, Mavericks, Prism. And then we have the 149 Bruce Brown for the Pistons, rated rookie. All right, now that is all of our live cards. So we've done our break, but we have something that isn't live, which is our redemption that'll show up somewhere in the mail to you somewhere after the fact. So I'm going to put it in the sleeve because I like to write on them. We're going to flip it over, find out who in the heck it is, and then go verify it. It is Jerome Robinson, Rookie Dominator Signatures. That is card number 4. So let's get in business with this. We're still on the football checklist, but not to worry. I can get us back where we need to be here pretty quickly. We had to look one up in limited football earlier, so let's get our basketball up here. Optic. Now I already forgot what I said the card set was. Rookie, what was it? Rookie Dominator Signatures. Oh, well, good grief. Let's try that one more time. Rookie Dominator Signatures. And card number 4. So it is going to be numbered to 50 right there. What that little 50 right there tells us that. All right, so Jerome Robinson to 50. Let's get this all labeled up, and then we're going to be recapping. So these are our low numbered stuff, and well, actually they're the velocities and anything to 10. So black velocity, once again, those are to 39. Pink velocity, those are to 79. Here's our nice gold Donovan Mitchell to 10 for the Jazz. This is also to 10, heart to heart for the Bulls with Dennis Rodman. And then we're back to the pink velocities at 79, the black ones at 39. Those are the low numbered stuff. Now there's, obviously there's tons of other stuff over there numbered 99 and higher. There's a few 49s mixed in too, but I just kept separated out basically the velocities and the gold. All right, let's recap our autograph hits. The Jerome Robinson redemption, that will be to 50. Mo Bamba for the Magic. J.P. Makura for the Hornets. Chandler Hutchison and the Bulls. Devontae Graham and the Hornets. Isaac Bonga for the Lakers. Here's that nice handsome DeAndre Ayton card for the Phoenix Suns. And we have Kyrie Thomas numbered to 49, the blue parallel and the Pistons. This Magic Johnson for the Lakers happens to be numbered to 10, so not too shabby there for the Lakers. Grayson Allen and the Jazz. Here's our 1 of 1, and it's a pretty good one there for the Pistons with Bob Lanier. That's a very nice little hit there for Detroit. And then we started things off tonight with Calvin Murphy and the Rockets. Mickey said, well, Mickey, you weren't totally skunked, though. I mean, you had don't you have a velocity in here, right, for your Wizards? I mean, believe it or not, yeah, so it's a Dwight Howard velocity anyway. I mean, guys, it's not just about the autographs in Optic, and you have this, too. You have a Dwight Howard black velocity. So I'm sure many of you know, and if you don't, you can get some money for the velocities. Of course, obviously, rookies are a little more desirable than veterans most of the time, but still your vets can get you some money on some of those. And of course, any of the rated rookies that you get, even if they're, numbered or they're straight prisms, those usually will do pretty well. And for the base rated rookies that aren't prisms or numbered or anything else, you can still put them together in a group, like here's 8 of Troy Brown or whatever, and make a little money on them. So it's, even though it looks like, if you don't get an autograph, you're bummed, and I get that, but you still have some opportunity in there, especially with the velocity hits and stuff. So it's not a total loss there. You're still going to be able to recoup a little bit. So for anyone who missed it earlier, let's take a quick peek here at what we're going to be breaking in the days ahead, as well as your shipping information. So once again, the plan is that this should be on the way to you by Monday, as in on or before Monday the 11th. Obviously, if I can get it done faster, I will. So roughly plan on Monday, and hopefully I can get it out the door quicker than that. But, you know, we'll just see. There's a couple breaks ahead of yours that still have to go, but we're getting there. We're getting there. And next up, here's what the rest of the week looks like in terms of breaks. So tomorrow is Panini One Football. Comes out tomorrow. Looks like a thoroughly awesome product, and I'm super excited about getting it. We're going to break it by the master case. That's right. We're going to open both of those 10-box inner cases at once. Woohoo! And we'll also open a case of Crown Royal basketball tomorrow night. Saturday will be Bowman Draft Super Jumbo case, paper base with its own bidding spot, not shipping to the teams on that one. Sunday will be another master case of Panini One Football, as well as some 2011 Crown Royal football. Yeah, that'll be fun to get into. On Monday night, we will open another full case of limited football, and we will open some 2011 Prime signatures. On Tuesday, we'll open Leaf Autograph Multisport Jerseys 2019. That's a Friday release, but we're going to open it Tuesday. Onyx Preferred Players Autograph Baseballs, we will open a case of those on Tuesday, a 3-box case. They're also a Friday release that I deferred until Tuesday to open. But you need to look at the checklist on that one because it is tremendous. It is so good. It is current stars as well as some up-and-comers, some prospects, some hot prospects, but the checklist is insanely good this year on Onyx Preferred Players. And also, we will open a jumbo case of Top Series 1 baseball on Tuesday night. That's another one where base cards will have its own bidding position, and they do not ship out to the teams, okay? So that is everything, except I sent you the wrong black screen by accident. But that is all the news to use for tonight. So thank you once again, everyone, for being here. I do appreciate you breaking with me and bidding with me. And even if you just came by to hang out and chat, hey, I'm glad to have you. So thanks for spending part of your evening here, no matter what brought you by. I hope you have a great rest of your evening, a good weekend ahead. I will be back at it tomorrow night, so hey, stop by and see me again. I like the company. We'll see you next time. You have a good night too, Blake. Bye, guys and gals.